Sorry. Here we are. Mic unmuted now. Sorry, my computer reset and it reset all the settings, so it like froze on me. Let my opponent just go for their damage here. Sure. Alright, we should have this one. Hammer time, let's go. Alright, let's attack for that juicy 22 trample lifelink. Opponent concedes. Cool. Let's go. Alright, we're going to want these Auriok Champion, Buriton Forge Tender, and Path to Exiles. Giver of Runes could be okay, but would be taking out creatures for them. Time for Stern Dismissal. What's Stern Dismissal? Let's, does that work on here? A blue instant, return target creature or enchantment an opponent controls to its owner's hand? No! Well, we have got Swift Boots to give hexproof, but that's sort of slow. Does Blue-Red Prowess actually run that? So Memnite just seems really awful here. I think if we're bringing in Buriton Forge Tender and Auriok Champion, can probably look to remove Ornithopter, maybe entirely as well. Not to your knowledge, okay. Just obscure cards because, you know, obscure cards. I hear you. I can respect that. Let's minus a Cranial Plating, maybe two. They might have Brazen Borrower. Yeah, Brazen Borrower would be annoying. Minus a Steel Shaper's Gift as well. Alright, hopefully this is good. I'm getting kind of tired of my computer spontaneously freezing on me like this. But also, I'm going to upgrade some parts, so it shouldn't do that anymore, hopefully. It's like 6 or 7 years old at the moment. Problem with this hand is we don't have white mana, so we can't really keep it. Obscure, it's power creep on summon. I suppose so, yeah. Right, well this hand looks really good. I'm going to keep this one. I don't think we're going to need Paradise Mantle. I think we can put that on the bottom. Buriton Forge Tender plus Auriok Champion should just be really good for us. I see pro red and 2 white manas. Yeah, I see double pro red and double white. We can set up for that long game. Opponent going hard with these Swift Spears. Alright, the biggest trouble we are going to run into is if our opponent's got Kozilek's Return. I don't think I can beat that card. Not with this hand at least. Reasonable draw. I think I probably should have played the Blink Moth then. Attack with Burton, Forge Tender for 1. Alright, Giver of Runes is mostly free here. Get our yields happening. Opponent's been missing on these land drops here. Alright, we'll do the smart thing and actually play our Blink Moth this turn. We'll look to free equip this cranial plating. It could be right to just go for Luris there. I'm not sure. I kind of want to attack with a creature, which is an Auriok Champion, so I can leave Auriok Champion on defense. Looks like my opponent's just going to let that one happen. That's nice. And they've missed on land again? Yikes, man. They have, like, double Lightning Bolt. That's 6. Plus 6, that's 12. That's me dead. Alright, let's hope they don't have Lightning Bolt or Light Up the Stage. Oh, sorry. Or, Lava Dart. Gut Shot. Now you know you're in for a paddling. So love to jam the gain life here. Ooh. Ah, Stormwing. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Let's like this silent clearing, see if we draw anything that stops us from losing. Alright, we can't attack with this Blink Moth Nexus, but we can attack with these other two creatures. Let our opponent goes to blocks. Wow, opponent, you saw the hammer and everything. Alright, so we just like randomly steal the 4-1 there. That seems kind of good. So, go back this way. Nope, not that one. That one. Get rid of that. Alright, so 4-1 feels good. Definitely feels good. Now, where's the deck? We are at Hammer Time. Not Hammer Hexproof, Hammer Time. Alright, well, I mean, I think mostly the deck worked very, very well. I'd like to bring in Springleaf Drum the next time I play it, though. I think off of, like, your Inkmoth Nexus or Blinkmoth Nexus, it makes for better turn 1s than what Paradise Mantle does, because you can have double white on turn 2 easier. And you can also tap like a creature with summoning sickness, which seems good. So I think Paradise Mantle did okay. I think Springleaf Drum's going to just be better though. Other than that, sideboard wise, look, our only loss was to Heliod. So I think would be a miss if we didn't look to bring in some Deicides here. I don't know why we're running like Pithing Needle instead of Deicide, but I'm just going to go ahead and change that like right here and now. Like 3 Deicides, and then we can minus a Giver of Runes probably, and that's probably the balanced list. Alright, so that's that league done. Let's go on to the next one. Let's play some Incinerator. Alright, what is going on everyone? It is Foul Play here, and we're back again playing some more Modern. Today we are on Incinerator Burn again. So 20 lands. We've got 8 of these Horizon lands that cycle. We've got the Goblin Guides. We got the Monastery Swift Spears. Nothing too untoward there. But the spice is in the Chandra's Incinerator, which is a 6 mana 6/6 with Trample. And it costs X less to cast, where X is the amount of non-combat damage you've dealt to your opponents this turn. So theoretically, it's possible to get a turn 2 Chandra's Incinerator on the battlefield, either by playing a turn 1 Seal of Fire, or suspending Rift Bolt on turn 1, following it up by a Lightning Bolt type effect, Lava Spike, Lightning Bolt, and then into Chandra's Incinerator. Should be pretty strong. I don't think the YouTube works, Pirate John. I might be able to just link it to you. Just give me a moment. And yeah, other than that, normal burn deck with, yeah, Lightning Bolts, Rift Bolts, Light Up the Stage, Skewer the Critics, Skullcrack. I guess Light Up the Stage is the only, like, spicy card there. And yeah, as for the sideboard, we've got a variety of stuff. I'm running 4 Blood Moon, 4 Pithing Needle, 4 Iron Moon, and 4 Shattering Spree. Shattering Spree in there mostly for Chalice of the Void. You should note that the replicate effect does get past the Chalice counter trigger, so you can replicate once and kill a Chalice on 1, which is pretty nice. Alpine Moon, pretty specifically for Amulet Titan. Blood Moon for Tron, essentially, and Pithing Needle for combo like Heliod combo. Alright, that's the deck. Let's jump into it. Killing me, Birdman. I'm sorry, my man. I'm sorry. Let me pull it up, mate. I'll just jump into the league first. Get that clock going. Alright, we are now looking for a league match. Click on all the other buttons and get everything happening. That's not the one we're looking for. This is the one we're looking for. Alright, so eBay, no, YouTube, that one. I know what we're looking for. I'm pretty sure I've actually linked my channel to my Twitch. I'm just not sure why it doesn't work with like the MTG bot. Maybe I need to do something else in addition. That's all good. Yeah, we've got that one there. Hopefully that link works. If not, I don't know, it's for me or something. So I'm wondering what I can do here to actually get alert sounds, because my alert sounds disappeared. I'm not sure why. Also, like, the rental system hurts my soul with all these mismatched arts. It really is just a travesty. Split Goblin Guide, split Lava Spike, split Seal of Fires. Ugh. Biggest inconvenience. Yeah, it's quite interesting that you refer to me as Birdman there, Pirate John, because that was actually one of my nicknames when I was playing soccer. Alright, here we are for match number 1 versus Weishing Jishabi. Won the Daro. We're on the play. Wenxian Jishabi. I don't know, something like that. They are a Lurus deck. I wonder if they're that Hammer Time deck. This looks like we're going to have to mostly operate like a normal burn deck. Let's go ahead and keep this hand. We'll get the Goblin Guard damage down while we can. We are on the play, so that's definitely going to help with whatever matchup this is. Verdant Catacombs, 2-hand for free for my opponent. Opponent is currently double queuing with a Kaldheim competitive sealed league. Ooh, impressive. Seal of Fire, lol. Alright, let's give them the Goblin Guard trigger here so we can get like a good light up the stage happening. He's going to Sealify my guide, but we're just going to have to take that one on the chin. Wow, we've given him like 2 lands for free. Look at that filtering. That's really, really good for them. We hit Seal of Fire and Rift Bolt. Okay. I guess I could also Lurus with this deck. On the side. No, it wouldn't work because of Chandra's Incinerator. Never mind. I'm a damn fool. It looks like we're versing Jun Shadow. Misha's Bobble targeting us. Should really play this other Swift Spear from hand first. That was a derp. Can I not suspend this? I have to cast this? Can I target him? Wow, I can't even suspend this. That's lame. Hey, Madcap. What's my IP today? I went 4-1 in the last league with Hammer Time, and now I'm playing this one. And I guess we did like in the first match, no wins or losses yet. Let's Seal of Fire. So we miss out on 1 prowess trigger there. Incinerator burn for the win? I hope so. Probably going to have to throw both Seal of Fires at my opponent's Tarmogoyf here, post blocks. Just to get it off the battlefield, because that is a fat, scary thing. Alright, so opponent's on 11, and we now need to top deck well. You probably meant what's up today. Yeah. Yeah, how's your day going, man? Lightning bolt, lame. Lightning bolt? That's not a lightning bolt. If we take damage, this thing grows. Alright, let's just try to burn our opponent out. We're growing our opponent's Scourge for them, but hopefully we hit enough burn, or they take like a point of damage and kill themselves. Lightning Bolt us. Hex Drinker, sure. I think we're going to fall 1 damage short, which is awkward because that's 1 damage of we could have got with our Monastery Swift Spear a couple of turns ago. Alright, so we ended up flooding out really hard. And we filtered our opponent to all their gas, so that sucks. Skullcrack next card off the top, not quite enough. Alright, so Blood Moon seemed decent here, everything else seems okay. You just got to work, it's only 7:50 AM here. Okay, not too shabby, man. What are you doing for work? Have you got a long day ahead of yourself? I doubt my opponent's got life gain, so we can just take out Skullcrack for Blood Moon and look to gimp their mana. So I got double Blood Moon here, Swift Spear, Lava Spike, Skewer. I mean, this seems like a keep. If the moons are good, they're very good. If not, we're probably in trouble. Hopefully we can dodge turn 1-2 discard so they don't like fetch around Blood Moon. Okay. Not bad for us. Let's light up the stage here. Alright, so that's pretty decent damage. We could be accelerating our opponent towards a like giant Death Shadow here, but at the same time, if we Blood Moon, we can lock them off black. Especially if they do a greedy fetch shock. Scourge. Fuck, we've missed on mana. So we're going to say goodbye to this Goblin Guide. Kill this Scourge. Attack for 3. And unfortunately, not play Blood Moon. So now Blood Moons are probably just a liability in hand. And Skewer the Critics is going to be hard to get our Speculate off of for. Our Speculate happening. Oh man, the difference a turn 3 Blood Moon would have made here. Jeebus. Let's pass, leave up blocks. If we draw a 1-mana burn spell, we can kill our opponent next turn, pending no discard. Alright, or they just draw Inquisition, take Skewer. Just gonna block. We can't afford to go to 1 and then die to the Seal of Fire. Ah, fuck. That Inquisition won our opponent the game. Oh, well, we drew Incinerator a turn late, unfortunately. And these Blood Moons were, like, awful. Got, like, gimped on land, and then they just never leave hand, so Unlucky team. We can't be running around getting hammer time records all the time. Got to make it fair for the opponents and change it up to something in budget. Winning the game is why people play cards. Can't confirm. Nah. Don't know where you got your information from, man. John, I do not know. That's definitely a lie. I played like misplay, get super salty, and like be on my high horse, right? Oh, also to spend thousands of dollars on the best deck in the format, which is clearly overly broken, just for it to get banned, and then I'll complain when it gets banned. Won't ever like pick anything like tier 1.5, tier 2. Nah. Although we pick like probably the tier 2.5 Bogles and continuously complain about the new cards that get printed that like just splash hate us out. So there's also that. I wonder if this is like too many moons in the sideboard. 8 moons. What else could we do? We could like bring in Ensnaring Bridge for prowess and burn matchups. It's not that good against prowess though. It's bad with Incinerator too. Alright, match number 2 versus Jupas. And we've got this hand here. Looks pretty decent. I'm going to go ahead and keep. I think we lead on Rift Bolt. Then we can do other effects later on. So yeah, what, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 damage in hand. Just need our opponent to deal 6 damage to themselves. So we could leave on Rift Bolt, or we could like Fiery Eyelet, hold up Lightning Bolt. Maybe they play aggressive with their lands, and then we double Rift Bolt and get in more damage. I'm gonna go for that. Alright, it's Tron. I think we are okay here. Find the Lava Spike. Alright, suspend these boys. There they are, ready to do their thing. Alright, cool. Fortunately, like, our opponent doesn't deal damage to themselves. Scavenger Grounds. Chalice on 1. He's going to stop a bit of damage with that Chalice on 1. This must be Eldrazi Tron. It's like looking really good, and now it's looking kind of iffy. Saka Sunbake Canyon. Cool, we draw Rift Bolt. That's a good find. Find Mountain as well. Okay. Suspend. Pass turn. I must say, losing 5 damage out in the hand is not where we want to be. Opponent gets Tower, so now they have 8 mana for Tron. Got 6 damage to put them to 5. What the hell is this? Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery spell, they may pay 2. If they don't, you may copy that spell and choose new targets for the copy. Who the hell printed this freaking card? What the hell? And it has a flip side sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards. Each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library, reveals a land and an instant or sorcery from among them. Each player puts the cards they revealed this way into their hand and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Each player gains 3 life. Huh. Did not even realize they printed this. So I think I'm probably more likely to win this game if I hit Chandra's Incinerator. So I think I'm going to let this stupid card and its stupid ability resolve and do its thing. Matter Reshaper, sure. Cycle Fiery Islet. Let's prevent the skewer of the critics from hitting us back in the face. We'll put them to 5. Hopefully they don't have the kill. Then we can Skullcrack and maybe hit another burn spell like Skewer and get the win. It's pretty iffy. Yeah, I don't think Eldrazi Tron needed the buff. I know Simian Spirit Guide got banned, but this card seems ridiculously powerful. For like 5 mana and 3 mana. It's an Ancient Stirrings that also reveals instant and sorceries, i.e. itself. And gains them 3 life. This is everything Eldrazi wanted to be tier 1. Oh, has he got Thought Knots here to strip our Skullcrack? That's super rip. Alright. Rip. Another one of these stupid things. Sure. So now their like triggers are going to stack as well. Lol. So, like, I played around the Reality Smasher and got punished for it. Alright, Shattering Spree comes in because it comes in. I'm not sure exactly what we want to take out. Incinerator seems like it could be really, really good for us. Oh my. Oh my. So I think we can minus a light up the stage And I think we probably just want to remove some Seal of Fires because they seem pretty weak. They're good with Incinerator and like literally nothing else, so... So yes. Only problem is like Incinerator takes a while to get down. We're going to keep this hand though. Hope for no Gemstone Caverns. Really hope for no Gemstone Caverns because Chalice on 1 will just like absolutely slap us a new one. I think we just have to guide turn 1. I'd really like to play the Swift Spear, but like honestly it's just not going to be worth it. Alright, Guide Smash. Free land, alright. I'm not sure a single guide this land like tonight is just gonna miss. Like they're just gonna hit every time. Alright, expedition map on top. First bit of good news. Opponent has Tron mana. First bit of bad news. We're like 1 damage short of the whole Incinerator line. Honestly, it's feeling kind of awkward here. They can like Thought-Knot stuff out of hand. I think we just go for the Skull Crack. The Skewer the Critics. Get the Prowess trigger, attacks. Oh, well, who needs Expedition map? Lol. Opponent sure they don't want a Kraken response. Well, I don't think we can beat this much stuff. Opponent very much enjoying how incredibly good this Goblin Guide has been for them. I pointed out that I'm just going to throw my next Lightning Bolt at its face off of principle. Show it who's boss. They get tower. Okay. Alright, what can they do with their 7 mana here? Let's see how bad it gets. Thought-Knots here, lose Skullcrack, sure. If we draw Lightning Bolt, we can follow up with a Chandra's Incinerator, which is actually decent. If we resolve Chandra's Incinerator, that's going to be good for us. Wait, can they just take Chandra's Incinerator? Yeah, they can just like literally take anything with this. Incredible. Till the end of my next turn, I can play those cards. Hey man, we've got a lucky opponent over here, I see. Yeah, pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. I mean, we just gave him like 2 Tron lands off of 3 guide triggers, but you know, that's fine and all. So yeah, Eldrazi Tron. They got us with Chalice game 1. I wasn't really expecting to verse Eldrazi Tron. They've got some new 5-mana creature from Strixhaven, which doubles as a 3-mana sorcery. And it's very strong. Has like a passive ability where if they become the target of a spell or ability, they get to copy it unless their opponent pays 2, and they get to copy it for free. So like all my lightning bolts just came back to my face. Anything we could resolve. Still, I think we can get this game. And then it's just going to be on game 3. Who prevails there. Pretty annoying, yeah. I mean, Incinerator's just been a liability as well. We've just not been able to resolve it down. They took away our Skullcrack with the Thought-Knots here, so we weren't able to Chandra's Incinerator this turn. I think we're actually 1 short of Chandra's Incinerator anyway, though. If we drew land, we could have played it, but we drew Light Up the Stage, which is arguably better. Chalice on 3. Sure. Chalice on 1 now. Expedition map, okay. Fuck. Sakafari Islet, see what we find. I think I want to just attack. Lose 2 creatures. They probably leave the guide on the battlefield. We get rid of Reality Smasher. We deal 5 damage, put them to 3. I think putting them to 3 is where we win this game. Another land. That's, you know, 3 successful triggers out of 4. Can also just lightning bolt the Thought-Knots here. And get the card draw off of that. Surely that's just worse. Feels like my opponent might have a way to give my Monastery Swiftspear -3 toughness. Whatever that card's called. No. Fucking. Yeah, all the lands for my opponent. Alright, we can win on Lightning Bolt as long as they don't Expedition map. We could also win off of... It's like Lightning Bolt, Lava Spike, and Smash to Smithereens is what we're hoping to hit. So we're drawing to 14 cards. Seems super odd they went Chalice on 3 instead of Chalice on 1. Smash. Reality Smash. Here he is. The Wandering Archaic. 5 mana 4/4. which copies all instants and sorceries. Also, for 3 mana, fixes a land. They look at the top 5 cards of your library, or each player looks at the top 5 cards of their library, puts a land and an instant or sorcery from among it, gain 3 life. Alright, we actually ripped the spell we need. Cool. Do we really want Blood Moon against Eldrazi Tron? I don't really think so. A lot of their creatures are like cheap enough that it's not really their win condition. So, what's our pile view look like? We've got 12 3-mana cards. We're higher on the 1-drops, but we also empty them out quicker. It's minus an Incinerator. Maybe Alpine Moon, like... What's Alpine Moon getting, though, is... The best thing it's getting... like Blast Zone? I don't know. It doesn't seem good enough, right? Lands your opponent control with the chosen name lose all land types and abilities, and they add 1 mana of any color. Like, I don't think that's what we want. This hand seems decent, but weak to Chalice on 1. However, I can't mulligan looking for it, so... Alright, no Chalice and we're in a good spot. Also, Tron lands, yeah. Well, I mean, I could name the tower, right? Because the tower taps for 3. And I could weaken down their best Tron land, but the creatures are like 2-4 mana. Like, the creatures' mana costs are all over the place. We actually draw an Incinerator, which is going to be pretty good for us. Opponent's got Tron mana for next turn, but we have a turn 3 Chandra's Incinerator. Plus a Lightning Bolt. So, like, we're dodging Thought-Knot Seerers, like, the really bad creatures my opponent could have. Even if he Thought-Knot Seers, I can spend 2 of my resources killing it and attack him. That thing. I don't care about that thing. That's fine. It doesn't say anywhere about changing the land name, though. It just removes all abilities. Lands your opponent control with the chosen name. Lose all types and abilities. I don't know. Maybe it's worth me looking up, probably. Hit my opponent. Skewer the critics with Speculate my opponent. Alright, they're hitting our Swift Spear. I mean, I was pretty sure that was going to happen anyway. Alright, not a bad turn. Don't forget Incinerator has Trample. We might be able to catch our opponent out that way. So let's have a quick look about this Alpine Moon ruling. For some reason I decided to open Edge because I don't have any tabs open on it. I figured it would like draw less RAM and stuff and be better for us, but doesn't seem to want to open the tab. Can't open a simple web page. Another one of those things, sure. Matter reshaper, sure. Alpine Moon's effect does not surpass types or other cards. It won't remove artifact card type from an artifact card. Won't remove legend subtype from legendary card. An affected land that triggers when would enter the battlefield, it would lose. Any affected land cards enter the battlefield tapped. Don't see anything about Tron lands in there. Let's go ahead and cycle this Sunbait Canyon. If we attack with Incinerator here, depending on how they block, I think we just have to attack with it, see how they block. Alpine Moon will remove a land's subtype and abilities. In the case of Tron lands, means that none of them can be tapped for multiple mana because their mana checks subtypes and lands you control. And it's possible. I'm like fine with this order, and then we can I've made a grave mistake. Oh shit, I'm gonna lose my own guy. I shouldn't have sacked the shit. I shouldn't have sacked the Horizon land. Because I could have countered one of these abilities and not lost my Incinerator before damage. So as it was, we would have put them to 5 there. We would have dealt 3 damage here, which means we would have trampled 3, killed 2 creatures, and been 3 off of killing him. Fuck. That was really dumb. Creature is really annoying, yeah. Especially in multiples too. But like, look at its other side. It just fixes their Tron lands and gains them life against aggro decks. This card is way too pushed. Fuck me, mate. Khan the Great Creator as well. I mean, this Shattering Spree could be kind of good. You want an Ensnaring Bridge, opponent? Let's do it. Jam that Ensnaring Bridge, opponent. Make me happy. Oh, he chooses Walking Ballista. Well, we can get that. Fuck, we would have won as well. What? Something weird with Replicate. I literally played my red. What is going on here? So we'd like take 6 damage in response to our Rift Bolt as well. But we wouldn't have taken all these damage from these stupid things, and one of them would have been dead. Cool. Alright, let's get on to the next one. That's my own fault for misplaying with the Horizon Land. I was looking to get an extra, like, instant or sorcery to kill my opponent during the turn, but I didn't account for the fact that my opponent would get those ridiculous triggers and just absolutely ham our creature. With Chandra's Incinerator, 1 lightning bolt equals 2 lightning bolts back at it. Rip. Oh, we found the opponent. Not the best start to the leg. Alright, let's finish it strong. On the die roll, let's go. Keep. We're just a burn deck here. A burn deck would light up the stage. Says here, my opponent is currently on 1, last seen 9 days ago playing Amulet Titan. I think this hand is okay against Amulet Titan. It should be reasonably fast. Cavernous Souls. Elf. Alright, opponent's on elves. No, he's on Titan. Never mind. How important is this, like, Elvish Reclaimer to my opponent? I can kill it right here and now. Let's get it off the board. If I can, like, screw my opponent's mana for even a turn, it's really good for us. Okay. So we'll Seal of Fire. Alright, we'll wait for a fat thinking. Shoot face. Activate Speculate so we can speculate this light up the stage. I guess I should have left a land in hand actually. Play Swift Spear. Attack for 4. Alright, opponent's on 9. We got double creature here. Damn, he gets a free chump blocker. And an actual blocker. Fuck. So if we cast this now, we get 5 damage through. We put our opponent to 4. It's like 1 short. We might be able to get more damage next turn. Just like in way too much trouble. If they hit Primeval Titan, we're just dead. Opponent can Radiant Fountain to hand as well. But doesn't. Oh boy. Stolen from underneath us, turn 4. How sad. Actually, if I Skullcrack in the previous turn, I have one more Swift Speared on the board. Which could be relevant. And my opponent would have taken extra damage, an extra 1 damage, essentially. He would have taken 4 more than he had, so he'd be on 4 here, and we'd have an extra Swift Spear. Opponent not attacking with the Dryad of Lycian Grove. Which could be playing defensive, or could be an oversight. Vesuva Valakut. Fantastic. Where'd the Radiant Fountain trigger come from? So we need my... Oh, Vesuva entered as a copy. Cool. Rip. Bets on whether Memory Lapse is going to make it into Modern. Is that the card you were talking about before? No, that was Obscure. No, Obscure. Where are we? That was Stern Dismissal you were talking about before. Memory Lapse. Let's have a look. Alright, well this is literally the matchup for Alpine Moon. Oh my god, this is like... This is like literally the worst search engine ever. Why does it keep recommending Edge? It can't even load a Google. Or like a Bing search. Let's just piss that off. Counterspell, put it on top. I don't really think it will. In what scenario would that be, like, really good? So I think we can trim on, like, light up the stage just for Alpine Moon, and that should be fine. Printed in Mystical Archive, so it makes sense, right? Yeah, I guess it makes sense. I don't really see it getting play. I don't know enough scenarios where you'd want that. It's essentially Mana Lake, yeah. But the fact it puts it on top, like, it's not card disadvantage for the counterspell deck, but the fact it puts it on top means they're going to draw a relevant spell, like, continuously. Let's go ahead and suspend this Riftbolt. We have a turn 2 Chandra's Incinerator. For you to know and for your opponents to find out. Hey, I like that thinking. That is some good thinking. I mean, it's a guaranteed counter. As opposed to Mana Leak, which you can pay 3. If you want to tempo your opponent, you already have Remand, though. I'm sure someone will try it. I think it would take a very particular kind of deck where you'd actually be okay with putting good cards on top of your opponent's library continuously. Because, like, it doesn't draw you a card. It doesn't allow you to counter the next time they cast it. I don't know. I think it's a bit weak, mate. Can significantly slow a game down. Opponents can fetch and shuffle away cards. Yeah. Well, that's entirely true. I'll pay that. Remand is pretty good, and it is pretty frustrating. Because their hand doesn't, like, empty. But the difference is Remand draws you a card. And, like, Remand is essentially a 0 for 0 because they get their card back and you draw a card. Where this is like a 1 for 1. I guess it's as good as Remand in some scenarios, apart from when you want to churn through your own deck. Alright, Seal of Fire.